Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is April 30th, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, so first of all, I see the 7 points up and the 7 points left. So in block 1, the digit 7 is forced into column 3, and then the 7s point down, the cell sees 7. The 7s points up, and the 7s points right, and the cell sees 7. This 9 points right. So in block 5, the digit 9 is forced into row 4, and then these 9s points right, the cell sees 9. These 6s force the digit 6 into this cell in block 6, which then places the 7 into this cell, because the 6 removed one of the two possibilities for 7 in block 6, so it could only go into this cell after I place the 6. And then these 7s point down. Yeah, this 6 points up and this 6 points left to force the digit 6 into column 1 in block 1, and then these 6s point down. This cell also sees 6. And now you can find a 6-7 pair in block 7. Because in block 7, the digits 6 and 7 still need to go somewhere in block 7, and it cannot go into the other open cells because they see those digits. So yeah, now there are only 2 open cells available for both 6 and 7, so this forms a 6-7 pair and eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. That means that the other 3 open cells remaining in this column are for the digits 1, 2, and 4, but this cell sees 2 and 4. So this cell is actually a 1, which makes the other 2 cells a 2-4 pair. This 2-4 pair causes the other 3 open cells in block 4 to form a 1-3-5 triple, but these 2 cells see 5 from row 5. So actually this cell must be a 5, and then the other 2 are for 1 and 3. This 8 points down. So in block 7, the digit 8 goes into one of these 2 cells because it definitely cannot go into the 6-7 pair. Oh, there's an 8 in this column already. Okay, these 8s points right and this cell sees 8. And now, in block 6, there is an 8-9 pair. Same logic with the 6-7 pair. It's because in block 6, these 2 cells, only these 2 cells are available for both 8 and 9. So this forms an 8-9 pair and eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. So now, this 3 points up, and these 2 cells see the digit 3 from the 1-3 pair in block 4. So this cell is actually the only available cell for the digit 3 in block 6, because it can't go in any other cells. Yeah, so it has to go here. This cell is actually for 2 or 4, because if you look at row 5, there's a 1-3 pair. There's also an 8-9 pair, meaning that the 2 open cells that are not in the 1-3 pair and 8-9 pair, yeah, these 2 cells form a 2-4 pair. So lots of pairs and triples all around in this puzzle. Mostly pairs. Oh, but these 3 cells form a triple of 2, 4, and 5. But these 5s tell us that the 5 goes into this cell, and this is for 2 or 4 only. This 5 points up and this 5 points right. So that forces the digit 5 into row 1 in block 3, and then these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 2, and then these 5s point down. In row 4, 2, 4, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells in row 4. But this cells these two. In row 9, 3, 5, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cells for 3 and 9, this cell sees 5, so it's 3 or 9 only. This cell sees 3, so it's 5 or 9 only. I guess I can mark that the digit 2 in block 5 goes into one of these two cells. These ones point up. Okay, I guess I'll have to fill out some open cells with possible digits. In column 9, 1, 2, 4, 8, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells. The cell says 1 and 8, so it's available for 2, 4, or 9 only. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 9, but C's 4, 8, and 9, so this cell can only contain either 1 or 2. In column 7, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees 2, 5, and 9, so this is available for 4, 8 only. Oh, in row 3, this cell sees 3, this cell sees 3, and this cell also sees another 3. And the digit 3 still needs to go somewhere in row 3, and it cannot go into these 3 open cells. So that leaves only this cell remaining for the digit 3, so it has to go here. Yeah, this is the only cell available for 3 in row 3, so it has to go here. Otherwise, there would be no 3s in row 3. And then this cell sees 7, and this cell also sees 7. So this cell is for 7 for this row, and then in block 2, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. Alright, this cell is for 1 or 2 for this row. In block 2, these two cells, C6, so the digit 6 goes into column 5 in block 2, and then the 8, because these two cells, C8, so it goes into column 4 in block 2. These 6's point down, and these 8's also point down. This cell sees both 6 and 8. So actually, these two cells are the only two open cells available for both 6 and 8 in block 8, because none of these open cells can contain 6 or 8. So yeah, and these two digits still need to go somewhere in block 8. So these two cells, because they're the only two cells available for both 6 and 8, they form a 6-8 pair and eliminates all other digits from these two cells. meaning that, oh, actually, this cell sees a 3 that I recently placed, so now this cell is made a 9, which makes this a 5, and this a 3, which makes this 1 and 3. This one forces this to be a 2, and this a 1. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. I'll continue with the 6-8 pair. After I found the 6-8 pair, the other two open cells in the same column are for 4 and 9, but this cell sees 9, so I can place the 4 and 9 like this. Never mind, it's definitely not the 9. So yeah, I was wrong, because I just placed the 9 here in column 6. It turns out that these two cells are for 1 and 4, but this cell sees 1, so I can place the 4 and 1 like this. Yeah, it should be 1 of 4 instead of including the 9. This 4 completes block 4 and row 4. Now, this cell sees 2, so the 2 goes into this cell in block 5, and this cell is a 3. These two cells see 3 and 4 in the same column, so these two cells in block 8 form a 3-4 pair. These two cells form a 1-5 pair, but this cell sees 1, so I can place the 5 and 1 like this. Okay, all of these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 7. These 3 cells form a 2, 8, 9 triple. But this cell sees both 2 and 8, so this cell actually has to be a 9. And these 9 points right, this cell sees 9, so it goes here. It goes into this cell in block 9, which resolves this pair, a 9 pair done. This 8 forces this cell to be a 4, I think. Let's just go for more secure things first. For example, these 8 pointing up, so it is forced here. The digit 5 in block 3 is forced into this cell. Yeah, in column 7, 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are the digits that go into these two cells, but this cell sees 2, so 2 and 4 like this. No, the other way around. So yeah, indeed, this cell is the 4, and this cell is a 3, and yeah, 4 and 2 like this, to complete rows 5 and 6. The cell is now a 2, these two cells are 4, 4 and 7. Oh, it's this 3 that I missed. Okay, so that completes all of the cells down here. And up here, these two cells, we got 4 and 6. So they go like this. This is a 9. And here we go. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in about 13.5 minutes. Okay, so I feel like this puzzle was more straightforward compared to others seen in New York Times hot Sudoku. So yeah, there were definitely lots of pairs and triples all around the board. For example, in block 7 there was a 6-7 pair, 2-4 pair in column 2 as well, and then 1-3 pair in row 4, block 4, and also a lot of other pairs, like 8-9 pair, and the 2-4 pair in block 6, the 6-8 pair, I think, yeah, this 6-8 pair, I feel like, was very key. The 6-8 pair was very key for quite important for progress at, it's more towards the end that's important. So yeah, the 6-8 pair. Also, I feel like the digit 3 had to go in this cell in block 3. I mean in row 3. In row 3, the 3 had to go here. So I think these were the key spots. Yeah, not much to say for this puzzle. It was quite straightforward to me. Even if you struggled, hopefully this video helped, and if you have questions to ask, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to reply you. Alright, today is April 30th, 2024. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!